Hey guys, Alexander Williamson here with the secret history living inside your aquarium. Today we've got an unboxing, and it's a rather special unboxing. This is from Flip Aquatics. Rob Lupton, who runs it, him and his wife, Rob and Amanda, run Flip Aquatics along with their trusty employees. And I reached out to Rob a while back when he said he was redoing a shrimp room and rack system, and I was like, hey man, would it be possible for me to buy some of the weird odds and ends, Michelings? And a Micheling is when a red and a blue have a baby in a Caridina. Now if you have neocaridina, when they mix, you just get a wild strain. Whereas when you have a Micheling mix in one of the Caridina strains and not neocaridina, you can actually get pretty interesting shrimp. Plus the genetics, there are usually pretty decent genetics hidden in there, and if you breed it out enough, you can start selecting them. And so if you're willing to do the work and you've got the proper setup to reproduce caridinas, which is harder than neocaridinas, it's kind of like a little surprise each time they have babies. And if you cross them with, say, a red wine or a galaxy, a Selene galaxy or pinto or something like that, you may even end up with, some really nice version of that as 75% of the litter or 25% of the litter. It usually breaks down in those ways. So that being said, Flip Aquatics, which is just flipaquatics.com, flip like a backflip, Flip. I have gotten shrimp from him several times. I've bought shrimp, and he's also sent me shrimp just to be a nice guy. And I said, you know what, I'll totally feature them on the show as they arrive. And today I've got some shrimp. In the time between when I inquired, I was like, hey buddy Rob, can you send me some of those Michelings, some of the oddball shrimp? He said, yeah, for you I think I can do that. I don't really sell them to the public, they're not the highest grade, that kind of thing. But I think we can work something out. Well, in the time between us speaking, I got hit by lightning, and my finances have gone down the drain, and I just kind of assume, well, so long for that possibility. Well, Rob, being the amazing dude that he is, he honored our discussion and the thought of, well, Alex wants these shrimp, and so he sent me baby or Micheling shrimp. And so, like right here, it looks like we have about 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like somewhere between 10 and 15. And they look like blue bolt, slightly off blue bolts or crosses or something. This is a breather bag, so I'm keeping it half out of water just so that it can still get air transfer. But all arrived intact. All are wrapped just phenomenally, as always, in an insulated bag, or insulated box, insulated bags, air breather bags, which I like a lot more. The other thing that's nice when Flip or LRB Aquatics also does this, Lucas does this, is when you have a breather bag, you don't get sloshing. You see, there's no room for sloshing. And so the shrimp aren't going to get beaten up and slammed around like you see fish and other things getting beaten up and slammed around. So in here, it looks like the next bag, we have some kind of off-red Micheling, or maybe just low grade, I would guess. These ones look close to adults. They're close in size to adults. But they're kind of brown or amber colored. And these look like like red lines maybe, or maybe some red crystals, and they all look really healthy, really good. So do those blue bolts. I wish it would show through the bag a little bit better, but I'm gonna do a live stream and you guys can see it all better during the live stream. But everybody's healthy. There's not dirty water in the bags. It's just, I mean, Rob has this down. There's the little plastic for them to chill out on, which really psychologically makes a huge difference for shrimp. When they have something to hold on to, they live so much better and they arrive so much better. They even get shocked less. So Rob knows what he's doing. Flip Aquatics, they'll do you right. He gets shrimp in from all over the world, the best of the best, and he's quarantining them. So these are quarantined for 30 days, and then he ships them out. So he's the one taking the hit on that. So as he's said himself, and some people like to get on the backs of trans-shippers or people who import shrimp, yes, there is the possibility of green spot disease, or fuzzy green disease, mostly in the neocaridinas. That being said, I've never read about it being an issue or seen it be an issue with any of Rob's stuff from anybody I know, and I know a ton of people through the YouTube channels. I'm talking dozens and dozens and dozens of reports of people, and everyone just has good things to say about Flip Aquatics, and I do also. So in here, it looks like we have black crystals, but they are stressed, and so you see the blue color in them. And so I've seen that in other Michelin or black crystal shrimp before, and unless I find out otherwise, the blue is really showing through. So we almost have like a blue crystal shrimp here. You can see there's a black one, but that one right there is just straight blue. And I hope it stays that way. I hope it's not just stressed and you're seeing that undercoat. So yeah, so we've got 3 beautiful bags of shrimp. It was so very kind of him. He sent me these young blue bolt, it looks like coals, and then these older, I don't know honestly if these are black crystal shrimp, just like red crystal shrimp that I have, and that they're a little bit stressed from the heat and the journey and everything, because it's been like 100 degrees out, and yet Rob ships things super well in this padded container, in insulated container, so that nothing gets damaged, which is super great. The other thing that I really, really want to thank Rob for is, so these, I think they're made, I don't know if these are made by Fluval, but these nets, these shrimp nets, are awesome. And I have bent them into square nets usually, but the ones that come with the starter packs, so like a Taiwan B or whatever starter pack you want to pick up from Flip Aquatics, check it out. It usually comes with some Catappa almond leaves and even some food and a net. And the nets are actually like 20 or 30 bucks a lot of times on eBay or something, or you have to order a whole bunch from China or wherever. But I don't know why no local pet stores have caught on that these nets are great for fish, for shrimp, for all sorts of things, but they let you really just catch, like, hold on, let me stretch this out to show you too how freaking long these things get. So this allows me a super long reach in my tank, so I can grab whoever I want from really far away, can sneak up behind it, and really use it also as a way to corral fish. This white thing kind of is intimidating, and so a lot of times I'll use a black net at night with the lights off, and the white in under the bluish light will glow like a jellyfish, and they'll all start, you know, running from it. And you can then, so it's useful for big fish and for little fish. These are definitely blue bolt culls or Michelins. They're very beautiful to me. I almost like these more than some of the blue bolts, because some of the blue bolts are just patchy, and these are like half blue, half white, and I think they look really nice. So unless I'm out of the loop on what we're calling shrimp and new styles, same deal kind of going on here. These look like they may be red wine. Let's see here. Do they have... They're mostly white, and I can see that they're trying to get red lines. At first I thought they were crystal culls, but these may be like red panda culls that are mostly white, or Michelins like that, because the red banding isn't going all the way around in all the spots. You can see it stops at their breastplate, which is a sign. And then lastly, let's see how these guys have started to kind of color up at temperature. Let's see, we've got, it looks like these guys are going to be mostly black crystal. And so these guys will be going, hard to decide what tanks to put what in. But let's take a look over here real quick. Take a look at the other shrimp that Rob has sent me in the past that are doing great. I have some, well, these are kind of cool because they'd go together, but Pandagara, or Panda Loaches, I should say. Over here we have Lucas Bretz, bluest shrimp in the world, but then we also have some crystal shrimp that, so here's a crystal shrimp. You see it's got the tips of its tail have the white on it, and it is kind of like white with red stripes, whereas the other ones usually tend to be the pandas, which of course none are visible right now, and the red wines tend to be, let me try to coax some out, tend to have kind of the opposite. So here we have another blue bolt. This one is changed colors so many times. I've seen it dark blue, I've seen it white, I've seen it, it's crazy how it has grown and changed as she grows. Let me find some of the red wine, like the lesser reds, because these ones are also nice. They have so much red, they're like solid King Kong look. And then these are gold bees that you see back here. And then, come on, red wines, where are you? I don't want to make this tank too dirty, but they're doing a great job of cleaning up this Java moss that my buddy gave me on a log, but it was all covered in, and you can see I've been having babies in the tank. I don't know if you can make that out. I just made a big mess of the fine sand in here, but, and I've got beans in here for them to eat right now, and it's just very fine particulate matter that gets kicked up easily. But you can see that the other shrimp that he offers, I have in here too, and I like the super white blue bolts. Here you go. Here's a good example. This is a crystal red shrimp. You can see that they have a lot of white. The red wraps around up in the shoulder area. In the back, it's definitely red stripes on white, whereas the other shrimp are kind of white stripes on red. But of course, as fate would have it, they're not coming out. So we'll have to figure that out. It looks like also, though, we've got some baby bolt shrimp in here, which is awesome. So he definitely sends out high quality shrimp that reproduce well, that in Seattle they've really gotten used to my water, and boy, it's all murky now. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank Rob and Amanda so very much for sending this stuff out. It makes me happy. It's going to give me some lines to play with. And this tank is my coldest tank, and it's also my lowest TDS. I'm keeping the TDS at like 80 in here, and the temperature at like 72 or something like that. Whereas the other tank is like 75, and the TDS is probably 130, because there are Caridina in there also, not just the King Kongs and the Pandas. So, alright guys, I guess I can't find them right now. Go figure. And they're back in their tangle of, I like to leave it tangled and algae ridden for their shrimp. That's what they love. That's how I end up with lots of babies. But that's what you end up with. And I just want to thank, again, I'm stuck in bed in between surgeries and things like that with the lightning, and I just wanted to say thank you so much, you guys. This is awesome. This is much appreciated. And these crystal reds, or red line maybe, I'll have to find out for sure what the deal is. But my guess, look at how well those two go together with the panda loaches and that kind of deal. These are definitely, now that they're acclimating and they're not in a box getting carried around, they're definitely black crystal shrimp. And these are, I think, red line. They may just be solid red line, and some were discolory brown because they were stressed. Like this guy was brown a minute ago. So it's always important to let them color up before you show everybody too much. But yeah, so, and then these guys I think are just straight blue bolt, like blue bolts. So alright guys, thank you so much, Rob and Amanda. I'm going to get these bags into actual tanks that they're going into, and I will talk to you later. Check out Flip Aquatics. Use the code history with a capital H, 10, no spaces, just history 10, and you'll get 10% off of whatever he's running. And in the comments, just say that you heard about Flip from me, Alex Williamson, or Secret History Living in Your Aquarium site, and they'll hook you up. So I hope you guys all have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of people around you, your fish, your critters, your shrimp, and it'll all come around full circle. I'll talk to you guys later. Swim on. Peace.